It's 5 a.m. in Chiang Mai, northern Thailand, and members of the National Narcotics Suppression Unit are preparing to smash a syndicate which is flooding the region with drugs. The dawn raid is on the homes of two drug kingpins said to be part of a big cartel responsible for the handling of millions of dollars worth of designer pills. They go quietly, no shots fired, no drugs found. Not the scenes of movies, but nevertheless, they say, a hard-hitting blow in the war on drugs. According to the Thais, this was an important cell which had been sending methamphetamines all over the world. It took a year of intricate planning between the Thais, the US Drug Enforcement Administration and Taiwan. However, the offenders may be big in Thailand, but in terms of the big cartels, they are small players.
We realized that actually, in this region or even other region, most of the offender that we can arrest are just only the lowest one, the couriers. So how can we go up to prosecute or to arrest the higher one?
Sharing information, together with a concentrated effort, has helped Thailand stop being a drugs producer, but now it's a major hub through which the shipments flow. The Golden Triangle in the northern part of Thailand was infamous for opium. It is still grown, but not in the quantities as before. Now this area has become a major route to smuggle methamphetamines from laboratories across the border in Myanmar. Most come through Chiang Rai and this checkpoint.
In the last 2 months, police at this checkpoint have uncovered 100,000 methamphetamine tablets which the drug syndicates have tried to smuggle through, but it's just a drop in the ocean. Police estimate it represents only 10% of what is actually getting through.
Colonel, why so important, this position?
It's important because it's a main road. It's a main road, and this west is a mountain, and the east side is also the mountain. And the factory is only in Burma.
Laboratories in the thick jungles of northern Myanmar are producing millions of methamphetamine pills each year, difficult to detect, impossible to stop. In Thailand and other Asian countries there are frequent bus and narcotics interceptions, but drug agencies are hampered by lack of sophisticated detection equipment, and they are facing cartels which are rich and ingenious. Asia is fast becoming the new front line for drugs, with cartels from South America, Africa and Europe all operating in the region, and for good reason. The essential ingredients are all here, the chemicals from India and China, the chemists from Taiwan, and huge drugs demand from Australia and Japan in particular.
This area, Southeast Asia, is virgin territory, and we've seen a number of criminal organizations that have set foot within this region and established bases. And for a number of reasons. One, because there's a greater profit margin here. And two, because of the land border, it's easier to go from country to country. So it provides a little bit more of protection for their assets and for their operations.
The drugs move on beyond Asia to the US and Europe, causing misery and crime. Asia pays a price too. In the Chiang Mai Drug Dependency Treatment Centre, some of that human misery, people who've become addicted to heroin and designer drugs, often turning to crime to feed their habit.
My life was destroyed by drugs. Not just my own life, but my family's too. After my dad passed away, my mother started taking drugs and selling them. I went to prison twice.
Eradicating drugs is a slow, expensive process. Enforcement agencies are fighting hard, but it may be a battle that has already been lost. Tony Birtley, Al Jazeera, Chiang Mai, Thailand.